This is San Francisco. Okay, San Francisco today at their live webcam. The cubes took out the inside of this truck. You may say, Gina, honey, don't you know that that's just on camera? That is impossible. No, it's not impossible. They took the inside of a truck out. Now just look at this. Look at the inside of the truck. They have left it bare. It ain't even got a frame on it. This truck does not even have a frame anymore. The cubes literally took out the whole back end of this truck. It looks like it might have left something there. It's got some wheels that it left, but it's really doing something, you all. There's something strange going on with these cubes. I cannot shake it. We covered this, the cubes, a while back, quite a while back we did. And they rebuilt, they like literally duplicated the WeWork building, one of the towers in the WeWork building. They built them a duplicate tower. It was cubes just like this, you all, like these black cubes up here. Oh, they did. They were building another tower on the WeWork building in Tennessee. Look at this. It took out the inside of this truck, the cubes did. And look, you can see through the tire area, right above the tire. You can see the road. It literally like left a gap in it. It left a gap. You can see, like, I don't know what it is back there, but it took it out. It left the human alone. It did. It left the human being alone, but it took out this whole back end of this truck. See, and what happens is, I think this is alien-like technology. I really do. Some type of technology that is doing this. And I don't know where this technology came from. I really don't. You may think, Gina, it's all right. No, it's not all right, you all. It's not all right. It's not. Let me show you this truck right here. Look at this truck. All is well. All is well. Look what they did. They covered up part of this. It looks robotic. Look, you can see straight through this wheel right here. I don't know where this color came from, but look at this. It literally is like, look like kind of Borg-like. It really does, you all. And I don't mean to say that, but it's kind of what it makes me feel like. There is no inside of this truck. And then look up here. Look at this. It's like it's attacking things. It's redoing things that are in this world. This is its world. It's like another dimension, you all. What was that movie? What was that movie? Was it like something called like Pixels or something? Hello. And it is trippy. Hello there, Apple Brooks, honey. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming on here, you all. This is wild. Let's come over here. Let me put this back to me. I want to come over here and look at this, because I don't. No, it's not. Wait. What we can do? See, I know what I did. Let me just put this on here so I can. Let me come over here. You all, just 1 minute. I'm gonna bring this this truck, this video up on this OBS studio so I can watch it at the same time, so we can look at the things that it's doing, because something is not right. And I know I keep saying it, but it's not. Okay, I think I'm over here. I'm in the process right now of getting the media that I saved. I saved a little video clip, and I was thinking, well, did you save it or did you not, Gina? Thought I saved it. I don't know where it went. I guess I'll save it again. I'll save it again, you all. Sand cubes. I'll use sand cubes, you all. I saved it once, and it totally disappeared. This is kind of reminding me of the never-ending story. It really is. How things start disappearing, and I don't know that when the things disappear on the never-ending story with Sebastian, Is there any sign of cubes like in the never-ending story is what I'm wondering. Is there any sign of cubes in the never-ending story that's like, you know, any evidence that they're... Where is this going? Well, this is weird. I'm saving it, but I can't find it anywhere. Something's happened to my computer. Something's happened to my computer, and I can't even find my videos on here now. I can't find my videos anywhere. Something has happened to them. A PC videos. Let me see if I can find it in the PC videos. Let me try it again, you all, because when I want to try to bring this media to bring my PC videos up, it's not working right. Let me do this, you all. PC videos. Let me see this. I probably was hooking on the wrong thing. I was kind of hooking on the wrong thing, you all. We got it now. You just you have patience with Gina, honey. Because this ain't normal. It's not normal. Let me put a thing on me. See that timestamp? Let me put a filter on me so I don't block the buildings. I don't want to block the buildings. I really don't. Because they're doing stuff themselves. They really are. Let's, like, Gina, can you do this? Let me do myself like this. I'll be partially in there. See, now you say, oh, Gina, this is just pixelization. That's all it is just pixelization. Really? Well, we got silhouetted buildings with pixelization. Look at it. Let's look at this, you all. Let's look at these buildings. I know I'm doing it like this. Look, you can see the outline of these buildings, and we've looked at this before, but this is, we've got the shell of the buildings, and there's no color in them. There's no color in the buildings. Look below me right here. There's no color in there. It's just an invisible outline of the buildings. It is. And not to mention, we got the color over here. How can the cubes literally remove themselves, literally the colors of these cubes, how can they remove themselves from the shell of these buildings, the invisible shell, and go over here and put themselves over here? How can they do that? I am speaking of these cubes as if they are real intelligent beings, because I'm going to be honest, I think they are an intelligent life form, even though you're only picking them up on the camera. Even though they're only being picked up on the camera. Look at this shell of a building. Can y'all see it underneath here? Ah, my goodness, you all. Can you see it under here? Can you see this empty shell of a building right there? It's kind of invisible. Why did the cubes come off of here? And it looks like they probably went all over. It looks like the cubes went over here. They did. They went all the way over here and left these buildings an empty shell. It's like they just faded away. To me, that's an intelligent life form. It really is. For these to be able to do that in the digital world, to exit the structure and leave it barren and come over here and congregate in a big clump like this, I think that's an intelligent type of species, a digital species. There's different types of life form, you all. There really is. See, look at that. You can say, wow. You see right here? Look what they did. See, you can see the outline beneath me. It's mind-boggling. It really is mind-boggling. You think that they were around in very ancient times? Do you? See, look, this is a really good shell of a building that they left invisible. See, we can see right through this building. We can see through this building. But they decided to leave it naked. They did. They left it all naked. Just like the one beneath me right here. they decided they would put some different colors on this one. And then they left this one like this. They left this one empty, totally empty and invisible. Totally invisible. And then they took some of the cubes and they added them to parts of the buildings down here. They did. They just did their own thing is what they did. They did their own thing. Now see, let's see what else they're going to do. Okay, see, they're still doing it. This is supposed to be normal like this. Let me shrink it down, you all. Oh, it's not that big. It's not that big, you all. It really isn't that big. We can make it to where you can see it, every bit of it. Let's move the screen because this is wild. I've not seen them behave like this before. I really haven't. Not like this. This is all messed up. If we're living in a matrix, then the cubes are literally destroying the matrix. They are. They're destroying the matrix that we live in is what they're doing. Look at this. Look at this behind me, what they're doing. It's like that. And I know someone knows what's going on. It is bad. Time is running out. It is running out. It's running out. You've got structures. San Francisco this is the wildest place right here. This is even more wilder than Tennessee in the WeWork building. There must be some massive, massive energy here or a portal or something happening. There really must be for them to do what they're doing. Because they're literally taking out the whole city digitally. They are. And this right here, I think it's like some kind of a plasma ship beneath me. I do. But when I was watching the video, I thought, see, look this. If you see this, the Comcast connection has went out again. I don't think it's just Comcast. I think it's something much greater than Comcast. I really do. Now look at that. We have the buildings right here. Watch them. Watch what they do to them. Okay, they've already took the outline of this one and put it over here. I think this is the outline of this one. And let's watch it. There they go. They're doing their own building. And they moved this one. They moved this building right here. They kept this building right here solid for the meantime. Right here. This one is solid. But they moved an invisible shell of this building to right here while keeping this building solid. Why do you think they're doing that? Are they, now this is really, is this where the metaverse is being built? Not just in San Francisco, but is the metaverse world actually being built somehow through another dimension and stuff like that? It's digital. It's digital. Can you all see the outlines of these? Because if you can't, this is much bigger. Look and see this. Oh my gosh. Now How did these cubes know how to do this to this pole? How did they? And they're solid. They're really solid colors. Crisp and solid. This is an intelligent species, and they're very, very organized. Look at that. They're so organized. They built this pole right here, and they left over here the invisible shell. They left the shell of a pole while coming over here trying to learn. They are learning. They're like little babies, okay? Little babies and stuff. They're growing and growing and growing. They're growing pretty fast. They really are. If you think of them as in a growing like we do, like from a little baby, an infant, all the way up. These cubes are doing it too, you all. They're learning. They're learning. is what they're doing. Look at that. So if they're learning, if they're growing, if they are intelligent. They're intelligent. They're in their little baby stages. They are the baby stages. They can replicate anything they want, and you will never know the difference. You won't. It will be so real. That's what I feel within my spirit they're doing right now. They're learning. They're practicing. They're learning. They're evolving. They are evolving. And you could say, well, these cubes, well, I think they're part of AI. I really do. I think they're an artificial intelligence. And they're just like an offspring of artificial intelligence is what they are. And they're a life form. They are a life form, you all. You may think, Gina, you done lost it, girl. No. Mm-mm. This world's been turned upside down. I have not done lost it at all. Look at this. I think they know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to learn how to build is what they're trying to do. Learn how to build and replicate. And they're going to get it down pat because they're going to start learning really fast. How are we doing here in the comment section? Tiger Man, Mikul, I think you're right. They probably did come through CERN. Open up a parallel world. It's making both my ears burn right now. A parallel world. But look how they did right here. It's really really looks like there's even a shadow on this. There's a shadow. Let me show you where you could see the shadow. It's like right in here. They can even create a shadow. That's how good they are. They create a shadow because they got a cube. They actually have a 3D object in front of that, and it's creating a shadow, a dark 3D object. It's creating the shadow on the gray. It's really what it's doing, y'all. Let's make it bigger so you can see it. They're creating a shadow. Can you see it? Can you see that shadow they created? That's how intelligent they are. They created a shadow, a cube shadow. They're learning. That's what they're doing. They're learning. And they're evolving. They've come a long way. When they first started practicing in Tennessee, when we documented them, they are, you all. They are learning is what they're doing. Learning how to be builders. Builders. This is their world. This is their world they're living in. This is their world. It was... What if it was created for them? This is their world. The digital world is their world. Even though, you know, you can't physically touch it, it's their world. I'm trying to make this smaller because I wanted to go see it, you all. They got shadows. They can create shadows on here. I'm going to try to make this kind of like this. They got their own world. Okay, let's look at some more. Let me get myself out of the way. I hope this is okay, you all, because I was wondering, what am I going to share? And everybody's sharing the volcano. I already did my thing on the volcano. I'm done with it. I am. Let's look at this, you all. Let's drag it some more. See the truck? See what they did to it? It's a concrete truck. But they're able to take it out. See, Comcast connection is failing us again. No, it's not. It's the cubes. It's the cubes. And it's weird. They took it out, but they didn't do nothing to the human inside the truck. They left the human alone. See, isn't it neat down here how they got on the side of the truck, you all? Let me just bring it right here on the side of the, on the front panel, driver's side panel right here. Look what they did. They did like this. And took part of that big concrete mixer. They took part of that out. See, it looks like they tried to kind of fill in the concrete mixer thing, but it's too curved because they're not curved. The cubes are too straight edged. So it's going to be kind of difficult for the cubes to replicate a curved structure, a structure that has a curve in it. It's going to be very difficult for them to do that. And I think the only way they'll be able to do it is if they like line themselves up like this and kind of make themselves go like, you ever see those measuring tools? They got all the little things in them and you can stick them on the corner to measure your baseboard. That's the only way they're going to have to come together in order to make these curves better than what they're doing like right now, because that's not, they didn't get it exactly. They didn't. But they're trying. They're trying to get it, you all. They are. Which one am I on? I don't know which one I've got going. Yeah, so that's what they're doing. Let me shrink it down some more, you all. Just going to look at this. You can see they took out the truck. But I want to look at this some more. They lost the connection because they said Comcast is doing it. Comcast is not doing it. Okay, so part of this car is kind of gone, and it's got shifted up there beneath me. They took that and did it. They're learning. They're just learning. This is what it's about. Learning. Learning how to build in their world. And I've not seen them take any humans out. Every live cast is deep faked. What is, you eyes wide open, what every live cast is deep faked? You mean that you see on TV? Well, it is the rise of the deep fakes. They have news reporters, real life news reporters. They've made the digital image of them, the digital world news reporter, the AI, and it's, you can't tell the difference. You cannot tell the difference. Okay, so let's look at this, you all. We're going to see. They tried to take out part of this bridge. They did. But I got to get this other one out of my way. They tried to take out part of the bridge and make the sky partial. So they did that. Okay, they did that. So let's see this. Comcast is failing us again. Okay, all is normal. All is normal except up here in the sky. It looks like big ships, like an outline of a big ship beneath me. And I don't know how these ships play a role in these cubes. Some of the ships are cube-like. They really are cube-like structures in the sky. Okay. Let's watch it move. See, look at that. They took out part of this pole. See it? Took it out. And they took that out. It looks like they probably took some of the pole and they put like a cube right here. They put a black piece of the cube right here. And I can't see where else they would have put one. They've done the silhouette, you all, is what they've done. And they've got the shadowing and stuff like that. Took part of the building. They got a cube underneath here way in the distance. Let's make it bigger because we can. Because it's better if you can see it bigger. Some people might have a cell phone and it's hard to see with a cell phone, but you can see the buildings. See, just think about it. Just think about it. How can they line this up so perfectly? Butt up against one another like that. And it's perfect. Or over here. How can they do it like this? How can they? And then, like right here, they got a... Just look at it. It's wild. It's so wild. But they're learning and evolving. Learning and evolving is what they're doing. Hello there, Todd. That's right, you are. We're looking at the cubes because this is what they're doing. This is their world in which they can play around in. They've been given permission to play around on the cameras, especially here in San Francisco. So that's what they're doing. They're learning, and they're watching them. The scientists who, they're watching them. They're watching their evolution. This is their evolutionary process. Right here. This is their world, their digital world, and they can take control of the cameras. They could probably put something there. They could even say that, well, you were at this place. We got you here on camera. And how could you say it? How could you say, no, you didn't? And they got you right there. They got your vehicle right there. Look at this underneath me. You all, does this not look wild? They took this building right here and they put it down here. Well, where was that building supposed to be? I don't know how about that. Oh, okay, it's a pole. They turned the pole into a building, is what they did. Okay, and they left it alone. This is normal. This is all normal. This is what it's supposed to look like, just like this. But they're really busy. They're really busy. Yeah, you got technical difficulty because you got the cube here, and the cubes are building. See, they took out the whole entire cityscape right here. They made it all gray. It's okay. They came back. And you know what? When Mr. Musk's land his rocket, I thought I seen some cubes down at the bottom of them. I did. We saw cubes at the bottom of the fire underneath the rocket. They can help land it too. They can. If they're up there in the sky. Look at this. Well, they did a lot of mismatching right here. Tons of mismatching. You got dark gray, beige, no, light gray, darker gray and stuff. A ton of mismatching and reorganizing. Look at that. Now this video may not be for everyone. You may think this is a video game, but this is not. This is real world, a real world classroom for these cubes, or you could say artificial intelligence, because they are living. Wow. See, look how they melded some of this gray right here into like a diamond-like shape, because that was actually on the sign. It was like a yield sign, and they were able to take that yield sign and like turn it gray with put some black on it. The car looks kind of intact. It does. The driver looks safe. You all, this sounds so silly, but it's true. It looks less safe. Look at this. Look how big this one piece of cube is beneath me. It's larger than the other ones. They come in all types of sizes. They really do. See them? Oh, they did it again. That's what they did. They really messed it up. It's done a lot. They got so much activity, but this truck, it's all right, you all. That is the San Francisco webcam. It is. So, there's not much more to say. There really isn't much more to say about the cubes, except I personally feel that they are evolving, and they are learning how to build in this digital world, try to replicate, and they're going to grow. They're going to really learn really fast. They are. They can take out a whole entire vehicle. They can literally erase this vehicle completely from the scene if they wanted to. Once they get really, really good, they can erase you from history. What's that movie, Eraser or something? Just totally erase you. Well, that might have been something else where they can just like, you don't exist in the digital world. You don't. You don't exist at all. I'm not saying these cubes in their young stage right here that's going to be their end goal. I'm not saying that. And I'm not speaking out against them. I'm not, but I'm saying that if they're a life form, they are. And they're intelligent. They're artificial intelligence. And I don't know how they got here. And they are like a offshoot of a greater intelligence, a greater artificial intelligence. Are they like the Borg? Don't know. Don't know at this point. I know that there's strange things in the sky, strange looking clouds in the sky, and they came from somewhere. And if you remember the last video that we did on this channel concerning, some cloud structures in the sky, it was the other night. Right here, you all, look at this. Right here. So these were the clouds that were in the Pacific, and this is what they look like in the inverted mode, okay? And we just went to see what the Borg looks like, and I really do want to watch the Star Trek series again, the one episode where they run into the Borg, where they first meet them. I didn't realize the Borg would rearrange itself, and it would be found in this type of shape. But yeah, you all, something's going on. Okay, that's all I want to say. Something's going on. And we got video playlists on the Borg, we do. And on the cubes. Playlists on the cubes and stuff, you all. It's really fascinating and interesting if you allow your mind to go to that place where the cubes live, because we're in cube land. When you go on these live webcams, you are in their land and they're building on it. They're building and they're learning. It's their classroom. So I'm going to go and thank you all for your comments. And you may not agree with me, but something's up. It's up. And it really does look like they are growing. They're evolving. They're trying to replicate and build is what they're doing. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I hope to see you later this evening. And thank you, Applebrooks Honey. Yes, and we've got any other moderators, thank you. And if we don't, that's fine. Thank you all for your comments, you all. Just keep your mind open. Keep it in the back of your mind, even if you think Gina's done lost it. Keep it in the back of your mind, because they didn't make the Star Trek series for nothing. They didn't make the Pixel movie for nothing. And they didn't do the Tetris game for nothing. Okay, they didn't do none of that stuff in the Rubik's Cube for nothing. They didn't. Have a wonderful afternoon. Love you.